This is July 2013. It's been a long time, a couple of months since I shot my last video, but I have something to announce and something to talk about. Today I published on Amazon my new book, Fundamentals of Environmental Economics, and I want to make a couple of points about why this should interest folks. Here's a cover of the book. It's an ebook, and it's on Amazon. I've intentionally priced it very low at $2 a copy, or in Europe at just €1. And there's sometimes the case when price does not reflect quality. I think this is a case where the quality of the book exceeds a price of $2 or €1. But I've priced it low because I believe in the law of demand, and I'm hoping folks will read this. I've spent a fair bit of time working on this, and I'd love to see people actually read this book. So at the bottom of this last slide, you get the Amazon webpage. What I'd like to talk about in this brief video is what's new in my book and why I wrote it and what I'm going to do on YouTube in future lectures. So what's new in the book? I'm a Chicago-trained economist, got my PhD from the University of Chicago 20 years ago. And while no courses were offered there in environmental economics, I take everything I learned while as a graduate student and take the microeconomics I've been thinking about for the last 20 years and apply basic applied micro to environmental topics related to cities. So the book goes in depth talking about externalities such as air pollution, noise pollution, water pollution, garbage. In each of these cases, it tries to be subtle about why does pollution and social costs exist. How is this an unintentional byproduct of self-interested economic activity? Why did households and firms create the pollution? And is government up to the job to solve the problem, or does it have its own agenda for why it might not try to solve the problem? The book also talks at length about climate change mitigation and adaptation, and throughout uses both microeconomic logic and talks about statistics for how to think and measure these different environmental challenges. So I wrote this book in part because I didn't think that existing environmental economics texts tackled this intersection of environmental and urban economics. I also thought that I brought a unique voice to some of these subjects and approached these topics in a different way than the typical environmental economist, given my interest in environmental and urban economics. And so the book has 15 chapters. I'm going to launch 15 videos I hope to film over the next month, with one video for each chapter. But at the bottom of this slide, you see the Amazon webpage to order my new book, Fundamentals of Environmental Economics, Solving Urban Pollution Problems. And it's good to be back on YouTube.